Hey there, Kristen and John here. This Real Talk Tuesday is for you. We see you. We know that you want to take that path that's in front of you, the scary, adventurous path that is right in front of you, but you feel stuck. And we get it. We've been there.
Your excuses are valid, but hear us out because they might not be as they seem. Welcome back to No Ordinary Path, everybody. I'm John. This is my beautiful wife, Kristen. And together with our 3 children, we travel around the United States in Windy, which is our 37-foot travel trailer. We take travel nurse contracts. I'm the nurse. Kristen is the super mom and video editor.
And tag along.
And tag along.
We know that moving towards your unordinary path, yes, we totally made that word up.
Totally.
It can be scary. And maybe your unordinary path is not RVing full time like we are. Maybe it's a total career change or a new place that you want to live at in the country somewhere. Or maybe it's something even bigger like starting a brand new company with an idea that no one's had before. Maybe it's starting a nonprofit to help people that are less fortunate, or adopting kids who are circling around in the foster system. Whatever your unordinary path is that seems super big and scary and adventurous, your ambitions are worth it. And these are the top 10 excuses that I think that you're going to run into and how we've overcome them.
Right. Convincing yourself and getting excited about it might not be tough, but what if your family and friends don't get it?
They might not, because usually those big scary ideas are kind of out there and they might not understand it, but some tough love here. It is your life and they're just concerned because they love you.
That's right.
But who knows? Maybe they'll even join you. My kids will not adapt.
First of all, if you have kids and you're thinking about something like this, props to you, because that is one of the hardest things to overcome anyway. Not only that, but also judgment too about your children. Here's the thing. Kids are actually very adaptable. In fact, there's going to be some bumps along the way, but you'd be surprised at how well that they handle them. So we left public school systems, our hometown, neighborhood friends, and the house all in one single drive away from our hometown in Kansas. And now, as we've been doing this, our kids have really learned to enjoy homeschooling, and so have we, in a way. They have made plenty of friends along the way, and they really enjoy the new adventures that come with traveling. Oftentimes you'll find yourself saying, I can't do that. I just can't do that.
There are a lot of things you think you can't do, but in actuality, you really can. Homeschool, I said for years.
Over and over.
I cannot.
I won't ever do that.
I will never do that.
I can't do that. I can't do it.
But guess what? I can. I figured it out. We went through some bumps and we're figuring it out, and it's fine. I can't live in an RV. I've never even been in an RV before. Guess what? The same thing. You can do some of these things that seem really impossible in order to achieve the dream that you're chasing. But that sounds way too hard.
So much of this is just convincing yourself, right? It's so convincing. Guys, we all know hard work, it pays off. It pays off big, usually, right? And so, yeah, it is sometimes hard. It's not easy to pack up everything and move and all of that stuff, but that doesn't mean it's not worth doing. So it might be hard. In fact, plan for it to be hard, and so that way when you run into the easier stuff that surprises you, it's easy.
It's probably going to make you feel real uncomfortable a lot of the time.
How about this one? I need something bigger. I need something better. Guys, I can speak to this one because truck, right? So I made a video about our half-ton truck pulling this trailer. It's over 300,000 views right now. There's a few positives. Most of it's negative. But you know what? I still did it for an entire year. It was safe. It was legal, despite what everybody says. But a lot of people don't really even pay attention to what's being said in that video. You don't need all the bigger and better things to get started first. Start up small, start up whatever, and build. And we're not even talking about trailers here, guys. It can be anything. You know, small steps along the way. You don't always have to have the biggest and the best, the biggest and the best thing in the beginning.
what if I get tired of it?
Well, I mean, the nice thing about that is okay, do something else.
The cool thing about like paths and finding unordinary paths is that oftentimes you're gonna find these little offshoot trails along the way that go to completely different places.
Stuff that you could never imagine.
And that's okay. And the only way to find those is to take the original unordinary path, sit until you find another one. So just because you get tired of one thing doesn't mean there's not another opportunity out there for you. Yeah.
How about I'll go broke or I don't have enough money?
Well, you might not, and you might go broke, but it's worth a shot, right? There are lots of ways to save money along the way in whatever thing that you are choosing to do. It takes a lot of research.
Yeah. And some of that research you can't even do until you get started anyway.
Right.
You know, I mean, like learning how to live cheaper took us probably a year before we really got the hang of boondocking and all that stuff.
Yeah. And I mean, John is making more money now as a travel nurse than he made before, so that is definitely beneficial to us. But we're also trying to save because we eventually want to buy some land. And so we are trying to be as frugal as possible. And there are definitely ways to do this lifestyle on a budget. And there are ways to do whatever thing that you are hoping to accomplish while staying in a budget. It just takes some creativity. How about this one? I won't feel safe.
Safety is a big concern for everybody, right? I will say this, in terms of traveling in an RV with my family, we've been all over the place. We've been to the borders, we've been to places that some people said don't go to, and I never really felt unsafe. Well, there's things that you can do to be safer. Get yourself a dog. I mean, if you don't like dogs, there's other things that you can do to try to help your safety.
I think it also comes back to fear, and at some point you have to decide whether to let the fear rule everything you do or to take some chances.
That's right. And so for some people, it's not necessarily about safety. It might just be, well, I'm scared to tow. I get that. I had never towed anything this big until I hooked this trailer up to that little F-150 that could, and
at the dealership
just did it. And so sometimes it's like, you know, it's like going on a fancy carnival ride or something like that. It's scary and you're worried about it, but as soon as you do it, it was fun. I have no idea what I'm doing.
That's a good one.
There's still things I don't know.
half the time we still don't know what the heck we're doing at any given moment.
How about making a YouTube channel?
We didn't know what we were doing.
We still don't know what we're doing.
Guessing.
We're just a lot of it, guys. You can turn this into something fun. Just figure it out. Figure it out as you go. Do the best that you can. There's a lot of things you can learn on the internet nowadays.
Yeah.
Some of it is not true. Some of it's bad advice, but hopefully you can sift through it. You just got to get started.
And actually, one of the really fun things about chasing after something that's crazy is figuring it out as you go. At least I feel like that. And you get into this mindset of problem solving, and every time you run into something, it can either be like shatter your day, or it could be like, how are we going to work through this? Yeah. This is going to make great content. You know, like it's just a mindset switch on how you look at things. I have a hard time letting things go.
Nothing has been more difficult, I think, than the initial commitment to downsize our stuff. Getting started with something like this, I actually gave this advice to somebody via a message this week, is, you know, it helped us to just, we're doing it 100%, selling the stuff, jumping in 100%. If I'm being honest, take the safety net away, you guys. Commit to it 100%.
Part of it is also not just even about your stuff itself, but it's about mindsets that you're hanging on to, past goals or whatever that you had that don't really fit your life anymore that you're still hanging on to, vibes that you're getting from other like acquaintances in your life that you're still letting get to you. All of those things are things that you have to let go in order to move forward.
That's right.
We hope that you can relate to some of these excuses, because we had the same thoughts and excuses in our heads before we started, and we are now 2.5 years on the road, and we are not finished, guys. We have lots of other rabbit trail paths that we see coming up in our future. They might be soon, they might be way far away. We don't know, but we're going to keep pursuing the unordinary path, and we hope that you will too.
Be sure to stick around as we bring you a couple things in the next couple weeks. We've got some big changes coming up with a move to a new contract. I'm going to be bringing out my travel nurse review for Mission Hospital in Asheville. and yeah, what comes next. So thank you guys for being here. As always, hit the like button, that helps the videos, ring the bell for notifications, subscribe, and comment below if you're new, because we love meeting the new people. So thank you, and you want to say we'll see you out there?
We'll see you out there.
Okay, with gusto.
Gusto.
This is my beautiful wife, Kristen.
Hi. Who are we? What do we do?
Oh, it just says
That's
dot,
why
dot,
it
dot.
says dot, dot, dot. Excuses. Shoot. Hear us out. They might sing it. They might.
Your excuses, are they totally valid?
Whatever you want to say.